Ladies and oh god, dear Lord. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are in a new America. Donald Trump is no longer our president. Joe Biden is. So says the Associated Press. So says the mainstream media. So says hashtag fake fucking news. Where does that leave us, ladies and gentlemen? Where does that leave us? Well, I don't fucking know. And I don't fucking care because President Trump is going to continue to fight the results. He's going to continue to challenge the validity of this election. And I'm going to stand behind this man. 4 years ago, around this time, I did a video. Explaining my nonchalance, my to the outrage of President Trump being our president. And a lot of you folks out there, you liberals, you lefties, you whiny babies was out there, he's not my president, out there in the middle of the street screaming, no! You know, you were out there doing it. Y'all know y'all was out there doing it. Y'all see these women out here get on their cameras, put it in front of their face. They get that 15 minutes of motherfucking fame and they go, oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. How could it happen to me? What is going on with America? This is not the country I was born in. Where are the progressive values? They never left, you fucking morons. They never left. The progressive values that the United States was founded on are still here and they're still continuing to progress. But I took a neutral stance. I said, I guess the guy's president. You know, my life goes on. I have a job to do. I'm still getting a paycheck. Police aren't bopping me upside the head, blowing my back the fuck out, stomping on my neck, choking the life from my veins. Oh, thank you so much, Sadie. Greatly appreciate it. Jesus Christ, Mr. Saunders, you're getting around. You're getting around there, brother. Holy smokes. I hope you're doing well as well, Sadie. Thank you. This country will still be the same with Joe Biden as our president. It just, now we'll have another group of people who are going to be vehemently upset. And these folks are on the right. I know I'm pointing, it looks like I'm pointing to the left. It's these motherfuckers here on the right. They're going to be vehemently upset. They're going to be, oh my God, not my president. Not my president. Oh, I won't be like that. I'm not going to be like that. Will I be a little dismayed? Am I a little dismayed at the results? Yes, I am. I'm dismayed that the results are coming from the media. Who made them the arbiters of who wins and who loses? This is the same media that lambasted our president, slandered his name, called him a racist, a homophobe, a bigot. And he showed no such tendencies, no propensity at all to be such a thing. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, Donald Trump's a bit of an asshole, but all New Yorkers are assholes. Have you ever seen a non-loud, obnoxious New Yorker that doesn't say what is on their fucking mind and walk around and talk and shit and do all this and let the whole world know that they're fucking there? He's fucking New Yorker. They're bombastic. They're assholes. They get out there, they do their thing. Hey, yada. That's a fucking New Yorker for you. What were you folks expecting? Someone like me, a quiet, timid, little black man from fucking Philadelphia? Were you expecting another Obama? I mean, we could have gotten another Obama. That would have been great. But instead, we got me. We got Donald Trump. We got the greatest president of all time running the country and making America great. And you know what? You called him racist, a bigot, a homophobe. And the media just lied. They lied to our faces. So we're going to believe them when they tell us that Joe Biden won the presidency, the man who barely came to Arizona? Oh, let me take a look at this real quick. Because, see, I want to see how many times Biden visited Arizona and Trump visited Arizona. Because I was trying to look this up. How many times? Let me type it in here. How many? Here, I'm going to share my screen with you, mofo, so y'all can be entertained with my lack of typing skills. You might see some of my porn searches. How many times did Biden visit Arizona because I don't recall hearing about understanding, knowing, wondering, hearing about the news talking about this motherfucker visiting Arizona one fucking time during the election campaign. Not one time. You heard about him doing his little stumping at the tail end. Him and Kamala racing out there to Texas and then getting chased out by the supporters of President Trump. Hey, no, get the fuck out of here, dog. Now you want to come to our state? Now you want to come here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, now y'all want to get here? Now y'all want to roll through and tell us your motherfucking miraculous plan to keep America great? No way. There's no way. How many times did Biden visit Arizona compared to Trump? Let's see. Wonder if there's an answer. It's probably an answer. It's probably not. And a lot of folks are saying that Trump lost Arizona because of the of him shitting all over the fucking here. Let me cancel that. Him shitting all over the motherfucking senator, the late great, the late great Senator John McCain. And I say to myself, they didn't like each other. They didn't get along. I can understand. They didn't get along. Donald Trump does tend to rub some people the wrong way on both sides of the motherfucking aisle. I mean, it's amazing. You have a guy here who rubs people the wrong way on the Republican side and on the left, mostly the left. But on the Republican side, the side that I was told was racist, filled with nothing but a bunch of rich old white people. But it's nothing but a bunch of middle class and poor old white people and poor old black people and poor old Latino people and poor old Native Americans voting for President Trump on his fucking side. Just true red-blooded Americans getting out there rooting for this guy. That's all I ever saw with my own two fucking eyes, wide the fuck open. And then everyone wants to talk about these little mail-in ballots, these magical mail-in ballots that come in the middle of the night. I thought you motherfuckers stopped counting. You mean to tell me, as slow as you're counting right now, that in the state of Michigan, those 100,000+ votes that came through, the majority for Biden, you counted them that fast? I thought y'all were done. I thought y'all were going to sleep. You were taking a nap. You were letting your workers go home and go to sleep. No, what they were doing was stealing the election. I agree with President Trump. I'm a Democrat. I agree with President Trump that they were stealing the fucking election. Biden having millions more votes than Barack Obama, the first African-American president of the United States. This man's sitting atop with 73 million votes right now. Obama managed to only rake in 69, 67 or some shit like that. I find bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. We're in the middle of a fucking global pandemic. 33 million plus cases in the United States. You mean to tell me that 150 million people walked out of their fucking homes or sent out a fucking ballot to vote in the United States of America, that's more than half the fucking country. Oh, no, that's less than half the country. That's less than half the country. So that other 33 million with the fucking coronavirus, they're just sitting at home and shit. 200,000 motherfucking deaths. $9.3 million plus cases. Indian, that. What, for the natives? Oh, hey, baby sister. No, that's my mother. Looks like, yeah, that's my mother. Hey, mommy, that's my mother. That's the woman that brought this Negro into fucking existence. Hey there, baby girl. What's going on? Look at that. My mother's commenting and shit. I love it. I love it. She's a Democrat. I'm a Democrat too. But I also hold some conservative ideas. Some I guess moderate ideas, I would like to say. And Biden isn't exactly the kind of moderate I would like to stand behind, because that's what he is. He's moderate. Come on, we're gonna be real. He was a moderate. But I didn't want him as president. You want to know why I didn't want him as president? Because he did nothing for 47 years. He did nothing during his tenure in the 8 years he was in fucking as the vice president. He changed not a damn thing. Nothing changed for the people nationwide. Nothing made people feel good. That Obamacare. Yeah, people were feeling really great after that. They were also feeling really great after I gave Wall Street those wonderful bailouts. But I had to make it up to the people. I had to send out checks to them too, stimulus checks to them. They got far less. The people got far less. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Sadie Marie. I hope he brings in free healthcare for y'all. Free healthcare? How do the doctors and the nurses get paid? How do they pay for all that shiny equipment? There's no such thing as free. I wish there was a such thing as free. There's no such thing. It's not. There's free air. I can breathe. You know what's free? Oxygen. Blood flowing through your veins. That's fucking free. And even if your parents still got to pay for it, because, you know, when you're born, you got to go to a hospital and they got to pay for their time there. They get a doctor bill. Your baby was born. Here's how much it cost you. You know? So there's no such thing as free. Free. Well, that's what happens in the UK, I guess. Y'all got that. I hope you guys, your taxes will pay for it. Oh, see, there you go. You just straight up defeat the point and the purpose of it being free. It's not free. Because if your taxes have to pay for it, it's not free. Sounds like a whole lot of communism and socialism to me. No, I like capitalism. If I get sick and the doctor gives me a bill, $100-something bill for fucking aspirin and shit, I'm going to pay that. By golly, I'm going to pay that. I'm going to feel good that I paid $100 for 8 aspirin pills. I'm going to feel great and wonderful about it. I'm be like, yeah, $100 aspirin pills. You know? Shit. I mean, it don't make any goddamn sense to me. They just legalized marijuana out here in Arizona. Joe Biden was against marijuana legalization. But yeah, somehow he still managed to get this state. That's fucking weird. But I kind of figured that marijuana legalization was going to be on the fucking board. You know, it comes up every 4 years. 2016, it was so close. It was this close. It was really this close. So close. It was by a tiny margin that they lost the vote. And now they got it. Now they have marijuana. Marijuana for everyone. Except you can only smoke inside of your house. I don't want nothing free. That's right. I don't want anything free either. Thank you, Duan. I'd hate to go into a hospital and they give me a shitty job and they just send me back out the fucking door. I go in the hospital with a fucking cut or something. This is what a free service gets you. A shitty stitch job. I'm still bleeding. I'm still in pain. I'm still hurting. But now I gotta wait for everybody else to pay their fucking taxes in order for us to see the fruits of the labor. In order for us to get good service. What is the free healthcare? What are they? We just walk in there. They look at us up and down. Can I touch you? Can I look at you real quick? Make sure you're okay. What is it? How does that even work? It's not free if you have to pay taxes for it. Because like I said, there's no such thing as free. Breathing is free. Living is free. Existing, well, that's free too. But healthcare, when you hurt yourself or someone hurts you, you got to pay for it at the end of the day. Say you go get robbed and someone fucking shoots you. They're not going to go and hunt down the fucking person that robbed you. I mean, they are. But they're not going to pay for it right away. You got to pay for that. The hospital's not going to bill the fucking criminal. The hospital's going to bill you. If you lose your job, you get treatment without the insurance. Well, that sounds good. That sounds good. If you lose your job, yeah, that I can understand. Yeah, I think that people should be able to get that if they lose their job, if they had a job to begin with. I also think that children should be covered automatically. I believe that. That's one of my firm beliefs. You know, I believe children should be covered. But at the end of the day, when you become an adult, and you can make money on your own, and you start paying them taxes, you know, you should be able to pay your own fucking hospital bills. Capitalism, baby. Capitalism. Because if we didn't have it, how is anyone supposed to make a come up in this motherfucking country? If everybody's making the same thing across the board, and if you just take away, if you start eliminating the I guess the wealth, if you eliminate, if you make a wealth gap, if you make a wealth cap, and you just start eliminating the reason for people to be wealthy, how is anyone supposed to make a come up? Everyone's going to be in poverty. Everyone's going to be at the low end of the spectrum in society. And it's only going to be those with political power and money sitting at the very top, looking down on all of you. And that's exactly what we're going to get with Joe Biden. That's what we had when we had Obama. That's what Obamacare was. Obamacare was a form of socialism. They didn't have the best of the best of the best in insurance through Obamacare. No. You couldn't choose what you want. I couldn't have Obamacare and then be like, yeah, I want to get Red Cross Blue motherfucking Shield. I want to have that double ARP insurance. No. Let me ask you, Sadie. Is the quality of life expectancy, the longevity of life, has it gotten greater since you guys gotten free healthcare? Because, I mean, that's what matters to me. Ambulance rides, man, those things cost money. Let me get back on subject. United States. The United States. Well, thank you so much for answering. Greatly appreciate that. The United States. If these election results come back and they are legit, I am willing to accept the results. What I'm not willing to accept is Joe Biden being my president. I will not have such a thing. No wired hangers ever. How dare they? These damn pious, uppity Democrats running my country into the ground, because that's what they are. Come from Philly and shit, you know. You got nothing but pious, uppity Democrats. They're pious and uppity. Self-righteous little fucking sycophants. You know? That's what they are. Thank you, thank you, Sadie. I appreciate that. I feel the love. I do hope that there is some glimmer of hope for President Trump. I really do. I wish this man wins. I wish to death this man wins. I would like to hate to think that I hadn't voted since 2004. I hadn't voted since the Bush-Kerry election. And I voted for fucking John Kerry. And he lost. I'm like, am I bad luck or something? Every time I vote, the nigga I vote for loses? I should have voted for fucking Biden. You know? I mean, you know, the thing with Michigan, fucking out of nowhere. Yeah, we got all these votes for Biden. Through mail-in ballots. Y'all should have been had them ballots counted. I thought y'all was counting them bitches up to the election. What's going on? What is going on, Andy? Andy, they done got these ballots out of nowhere in the middle of the night, and now they're still counting them? By golly. Gosh, dang it. Where did they get off with the nonsense? And then the Associated Press calling states for Biden that hadn't even completed their counting early in the game. I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, are they just doing this so they can so their side looks good? They're trying to make it. They try and say that Biden has a full clean sweep, because right now they're projecting him at 290 electoral votes compared to President Trump's paltry 214. And I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, Donald J. Trump was up in a lot of these states. He was making great gains in the state of Pennsylvania. Yeah, we counted our mail-in. We're counting our mail-in ballots right now. Where did these ballots come from? Because I went and looked up my ballot. My shit got my fucking ballot got there on the 10th of fucking October. I checked it. It's been verified. It's been counted. It's been recorded. I'm afraid one of them jealous black bitches in Philly probably was like, I'm black Trump supporter, man. Fuck this nigga. Ripped it up. But they said it's recorded. So that's fine with me. But my thing is, Election Day is done on November 3rd. It's finished on November 3rd. The law is you have to have all them votes in before November 3rd is the fuck over. 12 o'clock midnight, Alaska time, bitches, or Hawaii time. You know, you got to take into account for the time zones and shit, because, you know, we are a few hours behind the rest of these niggas on the East Coast. Florida, it took them so long. It took them so long to give Donald Trump fucking Florida. They didn't want to give him that state. They didn't want to call it for him. They didn't want to call it for him. This man had a clear pathway to fucking victory. And in these states that are still counting, that are just still, we're still not a clear fucking winner. What are y'all doing? What are y'all? You're playing games. You're playing games. They're post-dating ballots in Michigan. They're fucking people fucking voting now. This nigga's like 123 fucking years old. He's out there voting and shit with his fucking Uber life alert. He's got the most amazing life alert on the planet. He's probably got like a whole gas mask, fucking artificial heart. He just rolls on into the fucking voting poll. looking like fucking what's his face, Mr. House from fucking Fallout New Vegas and shit. He's just rolling through with his little machine and shit, beard hair coming all down, and voting. I voted for Biden, my old ass. Does that make any sense, ladies and gentlemen? No, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. There's a video of this young guy. He's counting ballots, ballot counter. He's counting ballots. He's opening them up. He's seeing the results. They says somebody left something in there, and he got mad, and he balled it up, threw it away. You ain't supposed to fucking do that. You ain't supposed to fucking do that. Looked like he was mad at the fucking results on the ballot. And somebody probably stuck in the ballot, Trump 2020, nigga. Probably was like, I'm a black man and I'm voting for fucking Trump, nigga. He was mad as shit. Somebody left someone butthurt in the fucking polling place. In the polling place, you're supposed to be fucking impartial. You counting the motherfucking ballots and shit. You're supposed to be impartial. You're supposed to be like, meh. I guess, man, you know, when folks get on the phones with me and they start explaining, they start talking about their fervent beliefs, their political beliefs, I'm like, man, whether they're Democrat or Republican, the Democrats are the funniest. They get on there crying, Donald Trump this, President Trump did that. Mm-hmm. What did he do? Specifically to you. How has he affected your life personally? And this is the questions I asked myself in 2016. How was he affecting my life personally? Was he stepping into my home? Anthony, you are a nigger and you're a piece of shit. No, he wasn't. You don't deserve to live. I'm calling the cops on you. They're going to come and go bam, bam, and shoot your ass. No, that's not what was fucking happening. Donald Trump wasn't walking up into my crib, fucking shooting me, talking down to me. You know who was talking down to me? Liberals. Trying to tell me that I was inferior, that I was a victim, and that I deserve that for some odd reason I was on a hit list for police in the country that I was born in, and that all the people who weren't born my skin color, who had no choice or option, were born racists. Naturally inherent racists. I really hate it when white people have this conversation with me. I'm not a racist. You know, come on. Come the fuck on. Come on. Don't do that to me. Because it don't make me feel comfortable. I don't want to sit there and go, yeah, you're not. No. I'd rather you make light of my skin color because I will make light of your skin color. I will make light of anything. I'm black. I'm fucking invincible. I'm impervious to my feelings being hurt in that manner. Martin Luther King made sure of that. Rosa Parks made sure of that. Frederick Douglass made sure of that. Malcolm X made sure of that. All of my ancestors who walked before me, died before me, picked cotton, picked a bale of hay, made all these ingenious things that we are using in society today. The gas mask, the traffic light, jazz music, all that good shit. Rock and fucking roll. I love rock and roll. I loved it before I found out that it was a black man who pioneered it. I knew there was a reason why I love rock and roll. And it really pains me. It really gets under my skin when black people fucking chide me for it. And I have to let them know, I'm like, you know, as a black man that fucking pioneered rock and roll, you dumb Negro, you. Where did you get this idea that rock and roll was white people music? Because they took it over. Yeah. Because we apparently stopped fucking using it, you dumb motherfuckers. Maybe if we had continued Along with it, stay steady the course like we are staying steady the course with this fucking nut ass rap game now. You know, that has done nothing but denigrate society, denigrate women, denigrate men, children, consistently talking about violence and all this shit left and fucking right, objectifying women, especially women of color, calling our sisters bitches and hoes, skip, scop, scallywops, and all that other good fucking rot. Can you imagine what kind of fucking society the black community would be if we just cling to our fucking rock and roll roots, our gospel roots? If we had just stuck to it. But we didn't. Because, see, a select few of us in the black community started smoking that crack. They got some drugs in the system, you know what I'm saying? They let the government just hand them some motherfucking drugs, and they started selling it, growing it on their own, and what have you. You know, y'all seen that movie, American Gangster. Them niggas was in there selling fucking drugs. Who in the little box? That's me. That's me right there, Sadie. That's me with my little old Trump hat. I don't have that hat anymore. I sold it for $20. Made a $5 come up on a $15 hat. I told the poor lady, I was like, hey, I really only paid $15 for it. And she's like, nah, don't worry about it. It's come up. You give me $5. I love this hat. I want it. I was like, okay. White woman wearing a black man's hat. Yeah, but all white people are racist. But all white people are racist. You know, that's what that's what some folks on the left will tell you. That's what Black Lives Matter will tell you. All white people are racist. I mean, I felt uncomfortable. It was like, you sure? I mean, I felt this little sliver of uncomfortableness. It was like, you want my hat? Yeah. It would look good on me. I was like, oh, sure? Yeah. I was like, all right, I'll take your fucking money. I need the cigarettes anyway. Thanks, bitch. Give me that fucking $20. Newports. Yeet. I'm about to have me some motherfucking Newports out in this bitch. I was hyped. Shoot, it's the best thing ever. But, you know, it is what it is. Neither here nor there. I'm just really glad that I had that experience. Because she didn't care what my skin color was. But she knew what my skin color was. She knew. She knows about societal norms and shit like that. She knew. I remember we were having this conversation. And I seen these little fine little honeys at her house. I was like, yeah, who that little shorty right there? Oh, she don't like black guys. You know, you don't want to mess with her. She don't like black guys. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, not to make you feel bad or anything, Anthony. I just want to give you the heads up. I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. Because, yeah, we still have some racists out here. They are white. They are black. They are yellow. They are brown. They are green. They are purple. They are out there. Well, all different colors, shapes, and sizes. It just comes down to us individuals who are willing to share with each other, to share our opinions, our hopes, our dreams, our lives, our DNA, and what have you, that will change the world, that will change the shape of human history from the dark past it once had to the bright and beautiful rainbow fucking color that it will have. It's the personality traits that count. That's true. That's right. That's what counts with me also. You know? Like I don't have like one particular ethnicity that I go for. Like I like all women. I'm like, oh, yeah. You know, Asian women? Hell yeah. White women? Hell yeah. Black women? Well, I might have to fucking think about that. I've dated enough of them to know that they are crazy. They are fucking wild. They don't play no games. No, but hell yeah. Hell yeah. Long as they a nice drink of fucking water, I'm cool with it. It's them racists that I get angry with. I just be like, man, fuck you. You're a racist ass. And unfortunately, I don't see that with President Donald J. Trump. I just don't. I don't see that with him. I don't get that feeling in my loins. As a child, I see him hanging out with black people all the time, and I've stated this before. They may have been of a different ilk, living a different kind of life, making that money, being famous and shit. But they were black, nonetheless. And if he's a racist now, but he wasn't a racist then, it must mean that somebody's lying right now. The media is telling you something that maybe you should want to look into and research, ladies and gentlemen. And if Biden does magically delicious somehow through the power of cheating win this election, and it comes out that he did cheat, you guys better be ready to fucking, y'all better be ready to fucking be like, hear all the, I told you so. I told you. We told you. We told you, you dumb motherfuckers, you. But if he does win and it just turns out legitimate and the motherfucking Chinese tanks come rolling into town and he starts fucking slamming down all kinds of fucking mandates for people to follow and shit and getting people arrested, and black people are still dying by the hands of police, I'ma tell you, I told you so. Because it's going to be as business as motherfucking usual. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you once again for joining me here. I'm not leaving just yet because I have a very special guest to hop on. Mr. Swoon for Heart, do you hear me? I don't think he hears me. Sir, were you just jerking off? Are you masturbating? He's fucking masturbating. He's literally masturbating on camera. Unbelievable. Unbelievables. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend Matt. Matt, how are you doing today, buddy? You're on fucking mute.
You gotta be careful when you put me on, dude.
You were jerking off.
My pants, I'm just wearing underwear, and I was scratching my.
Oh! I thought you said it was. I thought you said you were going to scratching your balls.
Scratching my leg.
Oh, your leg. Okay. All right. Well, put your fucking leg down.
My underwear was down a little bit. I had to pull it up.
So Matthew, you heard everything I had to say. Yeah, turn that shit the fuck on down.
Girl, I got my suicide girl back here.
Really? She sounds sexy.
Yeah, she's really hot.
Nah, she really sounds horrendous.
She's a Brazilian girl.
Brazilian? Yeah, she sounds fucking horrendous. Sounds like a bad idea.
Don't say that, babe. Don't insult my friend. Don't insult my fantasy friends.
All right, I won't insult your fantasy friends.
If I was like super smart about God and everything, like if I have superpowers, but God, then if I make friends with Brazilian suicide girl or suicide girls, like if I make friends of girls that I would get along with, or suicide girls, would that prove I have superpowers? Would that prove that I don't know how to say it, because like,
all right, boy, you can't fucking figure it the fuck out. I guess you just won't ever fucking figure it the fuck going out. I tell you all the time. You whatever you have to say, Matthew. Write it the fuck down.
That I know God. That I know
Type.
God, that I have a message to get
Type
the
it.
world from God. That
You're like
I plan to fix mating.
You're like the Joe Biden. You're like the Joe Biden of fucking troublemakers. I need you to start typing this shit the fuck on down. I'm gonna start typing out scripts for you, and you're gonna be reading off a motherfucking teleprompter.
the guy said that Tyler agreed, the other guys agreed. Other people said so too. Like, if I make friends off Suicide Girl and I get a girlfriend off Suicide Girl, that proves that God favors me. That I know God better than all the other people in the religious debates.
Hey,
And when that's debating religion, if I get friends that are Suicide Girls, that proves that I'm the smartest about everything in the religious debates.
It has nothing to do with God, Matthew, but I would agree
God, because I meditate
that you were somehow favored over the rest of us folks out here in the world, especially me. I mean, come on,
It's about
this guy right here is fucking.
I
am perfection.
I have a supernatural experience. I experience God and I understand the reality of it.
Yeah, I can dig that. You are a very handsome man.
You gotta check out. There's a video where I talk about it, but it's not on your show.
Okay.
You gotta go to my page on Facebook to talk with Matt, and you'll see. You go down to like the EA show. That's on there. I take over an after party. It's all about me, and that's how I like it. All about me. I wasn't really paying attention. I was watching American Pickers and looking at my favorite Suicide Girl. Looking at not my favorite, but like looking at my friend. Like a good person. My favorite girl is a girl I'm pursuing. I want to be her boyfriend. What were we talking about?
Let's see. I can't see this fucking picture. It is so tiny. Let me open it. Let me open it in a new tab.
What is the topic of the show?
It's a gift. What's the topic of the show? The topic of the show is the motherfucking election, my nigga.
Oh, okay. And what's your take on it? Oh, you know why the votes take longer to count?
Sadie, that picture is fake.
When you mailed in your vote,
yeah,
the states had to finish counting. They're not allowed to start counting the votes until you count on election day. On some states, most states is before election day you can count them, but some states you can't count them until election day. So they did the election days, and they're counting in the mail-in votes after the election day. They're counting in the votes. They're counting the ones you mailed a month ago. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. They just counted my fucking vote, my friend.
That was like from a month ago, though. They just started counting the old votes from like a month ago. Yeah,
I can't get over how you guys are voting down there. You guys are voting out one evil.
They're counting votes they already have. They didn't start counting yet.
You said we're voting out white privilege?
You guys should start calling voting in America, you should call it settling instead of voting. You should be like, I'm going to settle today.
We're settling on Biden. That's what our country's doing right now. We're settling on Biden.
Yeah,
we're not even settling.
It's not that I want Biden as a president. It's that I gotta plug my nose and dive in, or something along those lines.
That's terrible. Hold on. I'm trying to find this little picture I got. I'm gonna switch up my background real quick.
What is going on?
Matthew's listening to that gangster rap. What are you listening to, Matt?
I'm listening to Peregrina's jazz music. It's smooth jazz. It's blues jazz. It's Peregrine. That's her music.
Okay.
It was like she was hanging out on live on Twitch, and I would just had it on. So I had company. You're not good enough company for New Ray Bey. I need a girl to keep me company, even if it's like an imaginary company. Imaginary company with a super hot girl is who's a good person, genuinely good person.
I'm not good enough company for you.
Well, you are when there's not girls who like me.
Terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, this just in, we have irrefutable proof that the president of the United States is a racist. Donald J. Trump is a hardcore flaming racist. Here he is hanging out with the KKK. Unbelievable. I want to thank Sadie Marie Jones for bringing this wonderful expose. Hey, Meg. Oh, hey. Speaking of racists, here we go. Here's my favorite racist of all time, aside from President Donald J. Trump. Shut up, Meg there. Hey, girl. Long time no see. Oh, thank you, Sadie. I greatly appreciate it. So, Saunders, what are you
Who's your
drawing there?
favorite
What is
racist?
that? Huh?
It's
Who did I say was a
rebel.
racist?
Yeah.
Oh, this cute little Mexican named Meg. Shut up, Meg. Her name is Shut Up, Meg.
You call her a Mexican? You call her racist? What did she do?
Oh well, she says a lot of racist things. You know, she says a lot of things that are racist to people, black people. She says black people are getting killed because they put themselves in those situations. And you know what? I agree with her. I agree with her.
That sounds worse than
I'm
how
only calling her
I
a
talk-
racist to be sarcastic.
I tell things to black people like I'm black and I don't know.
She's not a racist.
I tell things to black people like I think I'm black, and that's.
I thought
Most
Taylor
white
was
people
your
think I'm
favorite
racist. Black
racist.
people don't think I'm racist.
Taylor,
Man,
yeah,
you're so racist. I'm not racist.
yeah. Yeah, Taylor is a fucking racist. That
Mhm.
Where is that motherfucker? Where's he at work? Is he at work?
He's probably at work.
Son of a gun. Oh, the riggers are having a job. Unbelievable. That all of us here are working and whatnot, and we're having the weekend off, and this asshole chooses the only fucking job that he has to work on a fucking Saturday. What the fuck was he thinking? That's some fucking age.
We all know he's not doing anything.
Are you painting?
Sure.
Sanders has been on this thing where he's like solving the mysteries of the universe, like his theoretical physics with like sacred geometry.
Yeah.
Like he's solving the mystery of the universe like on some theoretical physics stuff with like his sacred geometry with the sketch with drawing the sketches like in sacred geometry. And he's solving the mysteries of the universe.
Hey, yeah. That's what I was sitting there thinking. Also, are you coming up with like some kind of fucking Albert Einstein-esque bullshit?
No, dude. It's a whiteboard, and I want it to look cool, so I'm just playing around.
Hey, I can dig that shit.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, we're nearing the end of the show. I done ranted all I can possibly rant. So, do you guys have any final thoughts on our election results right now?
Yeah. Everybody has to chill the fuck out.
Oh, Saunders, that is a really cute fucking vagina. Here, let me broaden that up real quick so everybody can see it. See your talent.
That's awesome. That's like the vagina that Shakira is inside of. You ever seen the Shakira
That's the beginning
video?
of the universe.
She-Wolf in a closet. I'm a she-wolf. And there's like scenes in that music video where she's literally inside of a vagina, like a giant, like the giant cave. That's a vagina, and Shakira is dancing around inside of it. The vagina cave is like larger than life vagina, and she's dancing around
there's a
inside of it.
song by Pussifer
That's like the coolest thing ever.
or Pussifer, however you want to pronounce it. Called the Vagina Mine.
Look up the Shakira video, She-Wolf by Shakira. And there's like one of the sets in it is like a giant vagina like cave, a cave that's a giant vagina, and she's inside of it.
Weird.
The cave is a vagina.
And
Yeah.
What?
You never seen that video?
No.
Shakira, like that it looked like a cave and looked like a vagina.
That's your final motherfucking thought on the elections is about a fucking vagina cave? It's called She-Wolf?
It is the eye of God. The eye of God is a
Boy, bye.
all right, my final thoughts on the election is I'm disappointed that the American people would settle instead of voting for greatness or voting for something that rises above. Like, you didn't have to vote for Trump. If you wanted to vote for Trump, you guys fucking are more than welcome. If you wanted to vote for Biden, you're more than welcome.
No, I don't want to hear that kind of blasphemy. That's just straight up blasphemy. If you want to vote for Biden, you're more than welcome. No, on this motherfucking show, hail to the no. Ladies and gentlemen, all jokes aside, I want to thank you all so much for being here. Greatly appreciate you all stopping by. Breathing a sigh of relief. I just can't wait for honestly, me personally, I can't wait for this election to be over. You know, whether Trump wins, succeeds, loses, it's of no consequence to me. Because him being president was of no consequence to me. It might be up to you. You might be very upset that the man is president. You might be very upset that the man is not president. My hands are fucking clean. I went out there. I voted for the guy. I'm going to admit it. I can finally say some shit. I can finally talk shit. I went out there and I fucking voted. And I'm going to still continue talking shit about both motherfucking parties. Both parties ain't shit. Republicans ain't shit. Democrats ain't shit. And guess what? Y'all fucking hurt feelings ain't shit either. I am Ray Bey, the motherfucking asshole. And I am honored and privileged to be in all of yours presence. So I wish you all peace and prosperity in your motherfucking lives. But I am the fuck out.